Hello, fellow nerds. It's time for another Shoky Quickie. Not actually trying to do an accent, it's just happening out of intensity. And today, because you could see the thumbnail and you can read the title in theory, we have a brand new Power Rangers Lightning Collection, Mighty Morphin Ranger Slayer. It really doesn't sound great when you put it that way. So, Ranger Slayer was an alternate universe version of Kimberly, who stayed alongside good old Lord Draken even as he did all the bad things. And of course, via the bow of evil, or darkness, I should say, was corrupted and changed into the Ranger Slayer. Why he chose Kimberly, I don't know exactly, but it is what it is. So, of course, here on the front, we got a nice little image of that. By the way, go read Shattered Grid. It's fantastic series. So, anyways, like I said, you get the Ranger Slayer here. Slightly inverted color scheme. The black from most of the white. There's a whole lot of other details that change, too. So, there's that. And, of course, on the back, nothing of importance. Just her holding her bow and a beam effect part that I don't see. I'm assuming it's over here off to this side. There's not even a read-up. It's the only thing I really don't like about these figures, packaging-wise. There's other things to not like about these figures, such as their inability to paint the first waves worth the damn. You'll see what I mean once we get her open here. So let's just do that. You guys know how I like to open these. Now, I did pick this up at Big Bad Toy Store initially, but apparently it's available at Targets, possibly Walmart's, just wherever you can find this. It's not exclusive in any way. I just wanted to make sure that I got it. Computer's doing its thing. Here's a piece of paper. Who cares? Ooh, ooh. Caped figure, you always got to be careful. Oh yeah, there's ooh. Okay, the arrow effect part is pretty cool. So I mean, you get the like blink, and pack. I'm tired. Okay, so in hand here, it looks like she has no hands, just the way it's packaged. Which is kind of funny. The cape is plastic. You can see it hanging out the back there. Which, I'm a fan of plastic molded capes because it allows you to get the effect. You can even simulate the textures and stuff like that. My only concern with this figure is that, one, she has extra hands and stuff. I really hate that. The Lightning Collection, no, I'm sorry, the Legacy Collection version of Tommy, it comes with the Sword of Darkness. Oh, jeez. Never mind. I don't even have to finish that statement. This is a decently hard plastic. That's cool. We also have handses, which we'll take a look at up close. We got karate chopping hand. Straight up little fist. Make sure nothing's taped down. Usually I don't like the beam effect parts because they're gummy, but this is a solid piece. It's bent though, so that looks a little weird. Let's just be honest here. Still cool. I like that. It looks like it's molded from the arrow that the Legacy Pink Ranger did. Okay, so we also have a very interesting thing here. A little tri-arrow. Don't know. Interestingly enough, it looks like there's a tab and stuff, so maybe her hand is actually made to hold that. So she's meant to be holding 3 arrows, but it is what it is. Okay, so let's get her out. Oh, there goes the cape instantly. Okay. So as far as we know, this is only the second Shattered Grid character that we've gotten. So hopefully there'll be more in the future. Shattered Grid was fantastic. And I actually like to think of the Lightning Collection as the Shattered Grid collection, or at least the Boom Comics collection. So now that I've got everything out of the box, I'll turn the camera around so we can see all the things, you know, just... Alright, so here we have Ranger Slayer Pink. I say that because I don't know if we'll ever get another Ranger Slayer in universe. I'm way behind on the comics at this point. But, yeah. I think... Okay, so the legs are a thing. Like, I don't know what's going on here. I'm hoping that's supposed to be battle damage. But I'm going to be honest and say I don't know. I haven't seen anybody else's figures to know. But it's only on her thigh armor. And that's freaking weird. We do have the tiny morpher, as usual. So that's a thing. I guess one thing that's interesting about the Ranger Slayer, she was one of the only Rangers allowed to keep her powers as they were, but then again, she was converted. This is also my first female Ranger. Actually, only the second real Ranger I've gotten in the Lightning Collection. Let's see, feels like a double ball peg. By the way, it can do the thing. She does have a butterfly joint here, which is cool. Whoa, look at that. That really swings back. That's some nice posability there. Good job, Hasbro. She does have the armor kind of segmented bits here. It's painted okay. What I was talking about before was the fact that the usually the first run of these Lightning Collection figures have terrible paint. Like it seems like they're in a rush. But the Morpher is painted pretty nice. You do have a nice white sleeve going on here, and then a pink band going around the cuff there. I'm surprised they didn't do that one the same way. I know she's supposed to be kind of asymmetrical, but it is what it is. But like you see this paint here on the thigh, it's just not great. If you're painting pink over black, I already know that's a pain. Also the fact she's not a gloss, she's actually matte, which is weird looking. Half the time it just looks bad. It does look like an interesting motorcycle suit. I like the modified belt that goes high up on the hips. That's pretty cool. She has a... This is... I'm not used to Rangers in the Lightning Collection. I have mostly bad guys. The head ball joint is super loose, but the head sculpt is pretty good. One thing that's different from the normal Pink Ranger is... Well, this paint peeling off of here, that's pretty bad, not gonna lie. It's just... This is definitely a Friday figure. You also got some crud here on the helmet too. These little swept back bits coming off the helmet, that's the part I was trying to point out. But then of course the black instead of thing. Oh, you can see they touched up right here. They had a pink splotch, it looks like, and they had to touch it up. Yeah, because the pink is tampoed over the black. You can see how it's just not quite online. It looks like they do a white and then they do pink over it, and they got a little spill there. So yeah, it's definitely not the best. So I bet if I find one later on, it'll be a thing. Now hold on, I was just looking at this. Can this torso actually... Yeah, okay, so she can. Ah, backbreaker. But that's pretty good. Like I said, I'm not too big on the Lightning Collection so far, but if they keep giving us like Lord Draken's forces, that'd be great. Like if they give us any of the army of Rangers that he has, like the yellow soldier, black soldier, red sentinels, stuff like that, I'm down. She does have this nice pointy finger. That's pretty cool. Single jointed elbow. Looks to be, yep, and then rotation at the elbow. Oh, crooked, that's weird. Iskin's shoulders tucked up in there, but I bet it's so tight. Whoa, hey, just using the butterfly there. There we go. I know it would work. So now she can point like a common rider. That's pretty cool. Other shoulder probably does the same things. I've been playing with the thigh cutout. You can see it right there. It doesn't go all the way around. It looks like it might interfere with the butt. Does a decent Jane Claude. That's not bad. Chorus line is pretty good forward. Butt gets in the way. There's no going back. Double jointed knee. Almost no good way around it, but I bet this pink paint will rub off on the back of the calf if you're not careful. I also like how there's no boots, so to speak. Like it's all changed. So at some point, you know, they alter the costume significantly. And before I go any further, let's just compare her to the Legacy Pink. Obviously a very different pink. I do not have a Lightning Collection Pink Ranger. That was one of the earliest ones, and I don't have one. I'm surprised they didn't give her the head sculpt. Like, all of these usually come with a head sculpt. Even Lord Draken came with a head sculpt. Ooh, her belt came off. What the heck? I might have to glue that in place. Wow. It's cool to see that that's a full-on separate molded piece, though. But yeah, they didn't come with her short, like, side buzz haircut, which is cool. Now, I want them to give us some of the Rangers when they're not morphed. I think that would be awesome. But yeah, you can see a total, real big difference here. Lack of skirt, all that kind of stuff. She loses a lot of the femininity. Also, doesn't have the Bandai endowment problem. So let's see here. Let's go with the cape, which is pretty cool. Like I said before, molded okay. Probably just clear coated if I had to guess. It's got some silver bits here, holes, because nice shoulder pauldron. Not painted very well, but a nice shoulder pauldron in anyways. And it looks like it's just a friction fit, like it's just gonna sit there. Does make her look very vampiric, which is cool. But one thing I was getting at was this version of Kimberly in non-morphed form, like she's got like a trench coat on, looks like her cape kind of in the same way. Pretty interesting, not gonna lie. We do have a dark blade blaster, which is pretty cool. It's my first version of a lightning blade blaster. Not painted very well, if I'm honest. Silver kind of sucks. But yeah, I'm not gonna really do anything with that anyway, so we're just gonna tuck that away if I can. Yeah, I think I got it in there about as good as it's gonna get. And the fact that that holster has no pivot makes it really weird. Okay, so let's turn it back that way, see if it fits slightly better. Ever so slightly better. That's cool. Now, she does come with alternate hands, but I'm not going to use them. So just like a karate hand, martial arts hand, and fist. And those are the ones you just pull out from the soft form. Now, the weapons are important. So we have the sword, the not sword, the bow of darkness. And I'm trying to remember, she is, right-handed, or left-handed, because you generally want to point with that finger, because that's the finger that's going to support the arrow. So let's get it in her hand. In theory, this should work. Yeah, I realized it after the fact, okay? I think, hold on, because I know it's supposed to be this way. What I'm trying to figure out is it this? No, it's got to be this way, right? I swear to God, I'm going to have to look at the box. Because it has these clips here for holding the arrows. But I'm trying to figure out, do I have that facing the right way? And I threw the box on the other side of the room. No, I got it backwards. Okay. The weird part about the bow, it's meant to be this way. Okay. So that curve. Yes. Double checking again, okay? Because it is weird, because the sword totally makes sense, but the bow is technically reversed. Come on. Get past the thumb. Jeez. That was surprisingly difficult. Okay, so we want her to turn her head so she's looking over her pauldron. And then we want, let's see, feet. One turn this way, one turn that way. Yep. It's gonna be one of them. I gotta get the foot figured out. Come on, not quite Kimberly. Okay, hold that for a second, lady. All right, so here is the tri-arrows. I'm gonna guess they go this way, and we just want to tab those into here. Like so. We want the other arm to come up and basically grab that. It's a little awkward, if I'm honest. And the fact that I just pulled it out of her frickin' hand. This is one of those times where I say that, like, if you really want it to be a thing, just mold the entire weapon with a hand on it. Make my life easy. I'm trying to get to where, I guess she's holding the end here. Like that. So one problem is you can't really utilize that butterfly to an effect here. Close enough, I guess. Actually, yeah, that makes sense. Pinch it there. Trying to get that lined out properly. So, I mean, that's that. That's actually nice. That's a pretty good thing. I will say, like, there's something alien about the way that the mask is pulled back further. Like, she doesn't look like herself. It's one reason why, like, when she first gets introduced, like, it's kind of crazy. Also, this better lead to us getting a Gravesword. Like, she had one of the coolest Megazords ever in the Gravesword, and I don't think they'll ever give us one. But that's pretty neat. Hard, but neat. Okay, so let's pull that off, and we'll try with the effect arrow. I assume that is probably what clips in, if I had to guess. Or maybe there's no clip in whatsoever. See, this is the funny part about this effect. It's like, this is sort of supposing that she's already loosed the arrow. Let's see here, get that to clip in. It did not. Come on. Cooperate with me, please. Please, I beg of you. Kimberly. That's kind of a thing. I mean, it looks cool. But she needs like a release hand. Like, if you could have that clipped on, she needs a hand that looks like she just released it. But that might be a good thumbnail there. Okay. So, other than having some issues with her feet, which are just truly annoying me, move the camera just a hair, and let's bring in Mr. Lord Draken. You know, her commander, her lord, her emperor. Actually, technically speaking, Lord Zed is still around, but Draken is in charge of Earth. Yeah, seriously, go read the Shadow Grid story if you haven't. Trying to get the bow to stay straight in her hand. Guess gotta bend that elbow in a little bit more. Trying to remember what Hawkeye taught me in Endgame. Used to actually be into archery back in the day. So, I mean, this is kind of how I'm gonna have them displayed for the most part. So yeah, basically they created the Bow of Darkness or whatever and made her into an evil version, just like they did to Tommy in the first place. So this review's gone on long enough, but there you go. There's the new Ranger Slayer. Don't try to get her to stand in a cross formation. It just don't work. It don't work, y'all. But like, if you get her in like a cool pose, like get her up on a stand like she's jumping and shooting down, I bet that would be pretty epic. Look at that. Like I said, that looks really alien. I do really want to get more into the Lightning collection, but I really hate the fact that they split up Ranger teams. Like you get one Ranger from a team per wave. You know, it's kind of annoying. You can't build out a whole team. You have to wait endless waves. And frankly, like, all of them aren't the best in the world. We are apparently getting a Form 5 version of Draken. So I'm going to be picking that up because that's like the final version, so to speak. But yeah. Give me a big old thumbs up, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. And of course, if you want to go help out both channels, go sign up for the Patreon down below. And if you want to go check out the Shoky merch stores, just anything can help. It does look like I'm going to have to pick that out. But I would say it's probably because its initial run quality is not the best. Paint quality isn't that great. And obviously some fitment issues, such as this little chunk of belt that won't stay in place. I'm just going to have to super glue that. But other than that, Ranger Slayer is probably a must-have for any modern Ranger fan because she is a badass. And once again, I hope they somehow give us a Gravesword. But I'll see you guys later. Remember, as always, let the power guide you.